Well deserved as well. I mean, both guys have been surfing incredibly well. They've gotten through some really tough heats. Julian Wilson showed some incredible backside tube riding, and I think Jordy's done exactly the same. He's really sharpened up his skills in these kind of waves.
Little opportunity for Wilson under priority. Jordy lets him have it. Little power hack off the top. He's got some speed. Nice backhand float. Fades. Recovers with a nice hack off the roof. Looking to pull in. He'll just get a tight little pocket ride into the dry reef. He wants one more turn.
Oh my goodness.
Sit down on the inside corner.
Well, you heard Julian talk about it just before this heat started. Let's have a look at this wave here for Julian Wilson. It's going to be the first wave of substance. Beautiful style. Look at the flow that he's got going, carrying speed. I love that check turn. Set him up nicely. Just a little bit of a mistake, but regathered perfectly. And that set him up. It wiped off enough speed to put him right in the perfect spot for that little tube ride. And then going for broke on the inside. So Julian Wilson, I love the way that wave was surfed, Joe. Nice variety. Carried a lot of speed through it. Watch this check turn here. Whoop, just kicked it off the bottom and then almost lost it, but recovered absolutely perfect. And it just wiped off just enough speed to put him in that nice little pocket. And then look at that, below sea level. You can only see from the knees up as Julian Wilson finishes off the first wave of substance here in semi-final number 2.
With signature movies, with great movie parts in big and small conditions. They bought matching air games and now going barrel for barrel at Teahupo'o. Jordy Smith coming out of the break. Couldn't wipe off enough speed for the tube. And now making up for it for a couple of backside hacks off the lip.
Just making sure Jordy committed to that wave, using his priority. And just a 2.5 on this occasion. Not being able to slow down enough. And then a little bit off kilter with those turns. So Jordy back to the drawing board. Julian still with the single highest score of a 7.33. 12 minutes and 50 to go. There's still plenty of time though. Great technique there to try and slow down, but just unable to slow down just enough to get covered up. I think Jordy had a committed to turns maybe on that wave. I think it might have been a better option.
11:30 on the clock. Decision time for Wilson with priority into the pit. This thing's running nice and clean. It's starting to shut down, and he had the momentum to punch free. Now swinging some turns on the inside corner. Little fading cutback and a down carve. Jordy's in the pit. Once again, that thing pinching shut, but he had the power to complete it as he's been chasing Wilson so far.
And Jordy's going to probably put the first real good wave of substance on the board. As you can see, grabbing that rail. I love that first pump. That first pump before he grabbed the rail gave him that momentum to break through that end section that kind of crumbled at the end. It sort of shut down, but Jordy, a big, strong guy, and able to manufacture an exit. Julian, his wave, a little cleaner, a little bit of a better line, a little bit of a longer tube ride. Comes out nice and, well, managed to fight his way through the end section. It wasn't a clean exit, and it's not going to be a huge score, but it's going to be a nice little backup for that 7.33 and kicks out.
Seeing that framed up in the barrel always looks solid, no matter if it's big or small. How did he manage to get through that part?
Well, you can see the first part of the barrel was kind of mid-face, and then as the wave started getting towards the end of it, he started to draw the higher line, which would give him a bit more speed to exit that wave. So, you know, good insight, good technique, and he's got that front hand feeling the pace of the wave, guiding him through that section, drawing a bit higher now, taking that high line, the 9.9 range, and he just came underneath it.
That was one of those heats we kept watching, reviewing once again. Jordy on an important ride with 4:23 to go, wiping off speed and then getting shut down on the inside reef.
It's been one of those years where no one's really running away with it. You can see Jordy sneaking under it. Kind of got clipped by the lip there, which really did stop him in his tracks.
Watching this now, Jordy Smith is going to have a chance here under priority. Not going to get any maneuvers out the back. And nothing for him on the inside. 1:40 to go. Julian with priority. Looks like he'll just close this thing out. Wearing the blue jersey there. He can just lock into this wave. Doesn't have to do much if he doesn't want to, but he'll celebrate a nice, solid run through this semifinal. Counted on that power game for a 7.33, which was his high score. Got barreled to 6.93. And Julian Wilson makes his first final here at the Billabong Pro Tahiti, and once again draws Gabriel Medina.